Welcome to Vibrant Numerals, where we look at the numerology and vibrations of the everyday world around us and start exploring how we can apply it. I'm Elizabeth, and in this video, we're going to talk about the 2025 portal days that are coming up and how to be able to use these energies and these vibrations in our everyday life. So we're going to start with going to give you just kind of a full picture of what I'm seeing and experiencing. I wonder if I can make, oh, that's too big. Why is it making it that big? Oh, well, whatever. So, I wanted us to first look at what's happening within the vibrational tapestry. So we still have angel numbers and these double digits that are coming up, and they really are drawing our attention. So these here are our attention getting vibrations. We're seeing a lot with these double digits in particular. So angel numbers, where you have the 3-digit numbers, so like 333, 222, 111. Those have always pretty consistently been used as attention getting. But right now, at this particular time, it's these double digit numbers and those themes that are coming up as the attention getters. And then we're seeing right now that it's these portal numbers that are giving us our information about the importance of the messages that are coming through. So it's drawing our attention to the creation of these portals, and we'll get into this more in just a minute. And then the action that needs to be taken to get to the outcome is coming to us by really understanding the vibrations and energy of Lionsgate, which is 8/8, so August 8th. And then this year, in a 9-year, we have all of these September portals that are coming through. And we have seen this 198 that is representative of this phrase Lion Gate portal. And we have seen 185 already coming up as really important take action messages. And 185 is the numerical vibration of this September portal phrase. So let's take a little bit of a closer look. So we'll start with some of the things that are happening that are drawing our attention in. So these are our attention getting vibrations. So what we've seen, people are still seeing these angel numbers, but they're seeing them much more often than they have in the past. And now these double digits are coming in and drawing our attention in also to the vibrations that are happening. We have a lot of this 66 energy that is representative of the word freedom. So lots of talk of freedom. What are our freedoms? What freedoms are being impeded or taken away? So lots of freedom talk. That's that vibration of 66. We also have discussed in recent weeks that we've had these earthquakes and also now some aftershocks from this larger earthquake that are double digits. So this 6.6, there was 3 consecutive earthquakes in a row that were all registering at 6.6. But then we also recently had this really large 8.8 earthquake that sent out a tsunami to several places and have now caused a lot of aftershocks. These are things that are to get our attention. Now we want to make sure, especially like with these earthquakes or what we're seeing in the weather in particular, or what's happening in Earth, that our first thing is to make sure that the people that are impacted are well supported and are taken care of. and then we can dive into these vibrations. So that's the first thing with these attention getters that are coming from the earth or from the weather, is we want to first put the human element first, make sure that we are taking care of the people that are impacted, and then we can dive into what these vibrations are telling us. The other one that's happening quite often is 77, which is the numeric vibration of the word power. So, again, lots of themes about power, power dynamics, power struggles. These are the things that are drawing our attention in to this vibrational tapestry that has a deeper message for us. So then, once we get the universe gets our attention, now it needs to let us know why this message is important, or why these vibrations or this energy coming in is important. What's important about the vibrational flow that it's trying to draw our attention to. And right now it's using these portal numbers. So portal numbers are any number that have the same number on either side. So when you have any number, and it doesn't have to just be ones, these are the ones that are coming through quite heavily right now, but you could also have like 282. As long as it starts and it ends with the same vibration, I call those portal numbers, and it's because these vibrations that are the same, they like to be near each other. They want to be close to each other, and so to try and get close to each other, they start spinning and they create like a vortex, like a portal. And whatever vibration is here in the middle is what's getting pushed out into the world. And so, what we're seeing with these portal numbers in particular is 181. Erase some of this. Oh, didn't mean to erase all of that. So never mind. But with this 181, with this 8 coming through, now we're getting our attention, is really telling us, it's getting drawn in, and we're getting told, look, whatever is coming in these infinitely cycling energies, it's going to impact the infinitely cycling energies that are already here, or it's going to be bringing energy through one of these cycles. So this could be like karmic energy, where it's reap what you sow. It very much feels like reap what you sow kind of energy. And then with 151, we are seeing this 5 that is being pushed through this portal. So this is change. And so this is saying, like, look, the important thing that you need to get from these messages that are coming through, that you need to get from this vibrational flow, is that change needs to happen. Then there's some change that you will have no control over. It's just going to happen whether you like it or not. And there's some change that you can have some more input in, where you can choose to change. The other thing is with this 151 in particular, is that we have to recognize what these add into. So even though these ones are creating this portal, we still have these 3 vibrations that are working together to have an outcome vibration or a terminal vibration. And in this case, it's 7. So this is letting you know change is coming forth. Whatever these extremes are, these new energies that look very different but are actually the same, that are creating this portal for change to happen, the change is coming in the form of action and flow. So you'll be able to see some of this change in how people's actions are happening, and whether it's in flow or not. Like, we can tell when somebody is trying to force something, that's not action and flow. Or when something is so smooth where they make it look easy, that's action and flow. This also lets us know that if we are very intentional with our actions and making sure we're in the vibrational flow, that this change that is coming through this portal will help us, um, and will be easier to work with. The last one that I'm seeing quite often is this 191. And this is one of those numbers that is adding up to an 11 that then goes to 2, which this combination of getting an 11 vibration that's going to 2 is huge right now. And it has been actually for the last couple years, where it's seeming like the importance of a lot of the vibrations and the messaging that are coming through is really drawing our attention to the dualism that's happening, and it's always been in our world, but it seems to have been brought to the forefront of our attention because it is something that we really need to see, and we need to start ending some of these dualistic things that we are doing and saying, and some of the dualism that we're seeing in our world. So we need to go from 11 to a 2. In this case, we have this 9 energy that's coming through this portal, and 9 is an ending of cycles. It also is happening in a 9 year, so 2025 is a 9 vibration, and it's really feeling like this 9, instead of just more of a harsh ending, that it really is a shifting of energy. And it feels like the 9, get a different color here. It's like the 9 is working on this 11 to shift it in a different direction. So it's trying to work on the 11 to get it to shift into this 2 energy. So it's moving the energy into a different place. And so here we would just need to be aware that when something is coming in and it feels like it's an ending and it looks like an ending, and typically it would be an ending, we really want to watch it for the shifting, and we want to help it be able to shift. We want to take that energy from where it is and shift it over. And that's how these portal numbers can help us with understanding the importance of the messages that are coming through. And then when we are looking at specifically the portals that are getting brought into the, or getting our attention, we have August 8th. This is a really important portal time. 8-8, this 8-8 portal is really big and important every single year. And so this is a good example of when a collective vibration, so when a multitude of people have the same understanding, the same belief, and they're connecting into a vibration in the same way, it makes that vibration bigger and makes it more important. And it makes it actually be able to do more. And so we have many people across the world in different cultures that are talking about this 8-8 portal every single year, and this Lionsgate portal. It also has been found to be extremely important throughout the years in history. So we first started seeing some of this 8-8 portal energy in Mesopotamia. We've seen it in Egypt and in the Mayan temples. This 8-8 portal is directly connected to the star Sirius. And most of the ancient structures that are built to be able to take in energy from the eclipses and the solstices are aligned, including like the pyramids, are aligned with these stars of Sirius. So this is a really big energetic time every single year. And so our portal numbers are drawing our attention to and reminding us that this is coming through. We then see that this Lion Gate portal is adding up to this 198, which we have been seeing in this season, and it is associated with the phrase untempered power. So that means there's a lot of this power and energy that we would associate with power that is it doesn't have boundaries on it. That's what the untempered is telling us. That if we can tap into this and use this, we have a lot of control of how we want to use this energy. But we always, as usual, need to be very intentional in how we're using that energy. Um, we also saw this 198 coming up when we were looking at these three earthquakes that were resonating at 6.6. So these here are showing us, look, here's getting your attention with these double digits. And it's directing us to this 198. In this case, it's 19.8, but it resonates the same as 198, which is associated with this Lion Gates portal. So it's getting your attention that this energy is important, this vibration is important, it holds an important message for you and for us, and where is it attaching to? And so then we also have this 8.8 earthquake that has come through, and that's been important because now this is the 8.8 Lionsgate portal, and we've had this 8.8 earthquake. And a lot of people have seen this significance in this, that right before, like a week or so before, we have this 8.8 portal. We have an 8.8 earthquake, which is the fifth or the sixth largest in history. And so that is not a coincidence. That is the universe trying to give us some messaging. The last thing is this 198 is 18, which is the energy of the moon. So we're getting some information about this moon energy, that it is important. I believe on 8/8 this year, we actually have a full moon eclipse happening on that day. It could also be like between the 8th and the 9th. We also have some pretty significant planetary geometry that's happening on this day, along with this moon energy. And then we're getting back to this 9 again. So again, we're getting this, that this is a really big timing thing. So if you're not even getting all of these connections, the thing that's important to know is that the timing is important. If you're seeing, especially if you're seeing a lot of these double numbers, if you're seeing a lot of the angel numbers, the triple numbers, really take a moment and see what is the energy that you need to pull in or you need to push out. We usually have to release first. That's that 9. Release first, so then we can take in. And I think that's why all of this energy is happening in this year, because this 9 year, this 9 vibration is very much severing some things and pushing and releasing things out, and so it's leaving space for this energy to be able to come in. So that's the most important thing, is really just look at what's happening in your life. What are the things you want to release? What are the good things you want to pull in to be able to replace them? And then we actually get to these September portals, which are very interesting this year because September is the 9th month. It is resonating at 9, which doesn't always happen. And it is in a 9 year. And so because of that, every single day in September is a portal day. So every single day in September, we will get this portal energy. It's because the month is a 9, and it's interesting because really it's only here in the United States. I haven't seen it much other places where the month is written first and then the year. And so this is probably even more significant for those that are living in the United States or that write their dates this way, because this is what's creating this portal energy, is having nine, the month of nine first, and then the nine of the year after. And it's drawing forth any of these vibrations of the day. So when it's the first, it's drawing in one energy, and then it's drawing in two energy on the second. This is really important when we start thinking about the 9 cycles that are happening in September. It's going to make those cycling energies even more powerful, because now you have the cycling energy that always happens in every single month through the 9 cycle, and you have all of these portals being made. For those of you that do not write your date this way, and are not going to be able to see this portal energy in this way, it's still very important for you, because you write it where now you have 99 and 99 sitting next to each other every single day of September. 99 is the numerical vibration of ascension, of raising your vibration and becoming at a higher level than you are now. So this is something that is impacting the whole world. It may just be impacting it in a different way. So if you're writing your dates where you have the month, the day, the year, you're getting this portal energy. And if you write it where you have the day, the month, the year, you're having this ascension energy enhance that day vibration. So like on the first, if this is a 1, so you're having this ascension energy is creating momentum, and it's enhancing this energy. So we're still getting an enhancement of that day number energy. And so it's really important to be able to recognize that. This is an incredible time to be able to manifest and to really do some very big things very easily. You can much easier right now jump into a vibrational pocket and be able to create and manifest huge, huge things. So the portal days that are most important are the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th. And that's because all of them add up to 9. The day adds up to 9 themselves. And so then we're getting this triple 9. So now we're getting 999. And these angel numbers, or the triple numbers, they're moving this energy very quickly, and they're very loud. This is why they typically are used to get your attention. But in this 9 year and in September is a time where we can end things, we can release energy extremely easily. And so you have to be very intentional about how you want to do that. So then the last thing is that this September portal, so each of these days, if we refer to them as a September portal, those resonate also at a 185, which has been coming up quite often. It actually has been coming up with a lot of phrases around what's happening in the earth. And I think I have a couple of posts on it. I don't remember if I did a video or not, but I do know I have a post or two on it about what's really happening with this vibration. And the key thing is that it's getting us to this 14, where the 14 is where we're starting to mix those extremes, and they don't necessarily want to mix. But as they are mixing, now we're getting to change. So basically what it is like if we have the 11 that's drawing our attention to the dualism around us that we need to get rid of, the 14 is us beginning to mix them even if they're not fitting together, even if they're like vinegar and water. They're beginning to mix, and then we can get to the two where we brought these together and something new is created. This also is very much aligned with what's happening astrologically. And I would invite any of my tarot readers and astrologers, please leave comments to be able to add to this conversation, because I think all of this is really important. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so that you can get all of my next videos. Bye!